Right now, we are learning more about plans to honor the life of a Clark Atlanta alum. She was tragically killed in a shooting on the campus of California College, where she worked as a dean. Dr. Cameisha Clark received 3 degrees from Clark Atlanta University and is also the granddaughter of a former interim provost. Clark was shot last Friday after authorities say an on campus guard opened fire. Clark Atlanta plans to honor her during their bachelorette service there next Saturday. The university is also committing $10,000 for the establishment of the scholarship.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. 45 seconds is all that they gave to recognize our dear sister. And you see her right here, Dr. Cameisha Clark, 35-year-old Dr. Cameisha Clark was the dean of students, was the dean of technology, if I'm not mistaken, at California College, a graduate of Clark Atlanta University, doctor, 35 years old, made it in life, very beloved by her family, had her life snuffed out this past weekend by this soulless Neanderthal security guard, Jesse Figueroa, 40-year-old Jesse Figueroa, who was actually a convicted felon and shouldn't even been working at the school as a security guard. That's right. 40-year-old Jesse Figueroa had several gun charges, and he had only worked at the school for 2 months when he came into the school, and I'm not sure what day it was. I think it was last week, and shot Dr. Clark and another individual. Now, the news focuses on Dr. Clark. Many of the articles focuses on Dr. Clark, her life, her legacy, how many lives she touched, how beloved she was, how much joy she brought to others. But as always, I have to look at the culprit and why is there no attention on him? What they're saying they don't know what the motive was. Could it be, pure racial hatred? Here she is, a doctor, the dean of a section of a school, very affluent, very beloved. And this guy is a 40-year-old security guard. And no disrespect to any security guards out there. But, in relation to this young lady, he may have felt like, okay, I cannot take this young, black, beautiful woman being in a position of such success, such affluency that I have to snuff it out. Once again, he had only been working there for 2 months, and there's no plastering of his picture all on the news. There's no talking about his criminal record, his past. This incident, once again, I think it happened, probably a week ago. And the reason I'm saying that is because of a statement that the family released highlighting the disrespect that their family have received from the city's mayor. And I'm going to read that statement to you. But rest in peace to our sister. Just another example of, our black men and women getting targeted for no reason at all other than being who they are. And they're saying that, he could face life in prison as well, as he should. I think he, deserves even worse, but, who am I? But the family is, a little upset because what they did, and I'm gonna actually show you this statement that they released. And let me minimize myself so you guys can see the screen in its entirety. But this is the statement that the family has released. This article talks about, all of Dr. Clark's accomplishment, how she became a college dean at Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology in Inglewood. And they're calling it an act of workplace violence. You hear that? It's just that's what it is, an act of workplace violence. No, she was targeted, as you see, by this 40-year-old guy. He's been charged with murder, attempted murder, because he shot someone else. 2 counts related to firearm possession by a felon. Figueroa worked for a company contracted to provide campus security. How ironic. His arraignment is set for May 7th, which was a couple of days ago. They are honoring Dr. Clark. But this is the family's statement. It's profound sadness. We share that Dr. Cameisha Didis Clark passed away Monday afternoon, surrounded by her loved ones, family, and friends. We are beyond devastated. Cameisha's life was taken from us far too soon in an act of senseless violence that no woman should ever have to endure. She was an amazing person who didn't deserve this. She was living her best life, doing the work she loved. Now let's go on. It's going to, go on to describe her and her legacy. Once again, how she uplifted everyone at the college, countless students, being affected by her professional accomplishments, and are also her familial relationship with his family. They also wanted to thank the incredible team of doctors at UCLA Medical Center for their tireless effort and support. So that means that she was fighting for her life. Now, this is the incident or the issue that the family has with the mayor, James Butts. We'd like to address an unacceptable and stressing incident involving the misinformation that was reported by the local CBS affiliate KCAL and attributed to James Butts, declaring our sister brain dead days before she had passed. This information reached the CBS News Network website and took days before the error was removed, but a retraction was never made. That is unacceptable. Our hope moving forward is that the story, life, and legacy of Dr. Clark will remain the focus as we move forward in our healing. As we grieve, we ask for privacy and space to honor her memory and peace. We are committed to seeking justice on her behalf and ensuring that her life continues to inspire and empower others. And definitely prayers and heartfelt condolences go out to the family of Dr. Cameisha Clark. Once again, it's a senseless act of violence. And this man who committed that, he's been whisked off in all privacy. Once again, I haven't heard of this incident until, recently, and it happened, I think, last Friday. That's, about, 8 days ago. And so this is another, attempt, of media protecting, those individuals that, don't look like me. And, once again, if this was a black man shooting a white professor, his picture will be all over news outlets. His family will be threatened. There would be there would be all sorts of backlash and negative comments about black men and this, that, and the other. But this is a white man who does this. So all of you guys who call black men thugs and animals and all of those things, and what do you call this guy? Shouldn't the same thing be held for this guy who essentially took a life of a beloved doctor of a university? A successful black woman is no longer with us because, in my opinion, the only thing I think is the racial hatred or inferiority complex where he sees this successful black woman and he's not able to make it where she's able to make it in her short time here. So once again, blessings to the family. My condolences. Shout out to the life and the legacy of Dr. Cameisha Clark. Let's highlight her one more time because she's the epitome of, successful blackness, black woman, black excellence, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful black woman, life taken by this Neanderthal barbaric animal right here that we see. So we're going to celebrate her, and we offer once again prayers and condolences to the family. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace and blessings.